Following the Greeting Olympic Games Cup in Hong Kong, the United States Kung Fu team, along with a delegation of health-conscious professionals and team supporters, traveled across China with a US Chinese TV crew and other local hosts. Prior to the Olympic Games, during times of protest and political unrest due to the Tibetan demonstrations and violence. Together, they visited many Chinese families.
This is a local family, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Schools.
They live here, and they pay stipend to study here. The government can take care of you.
And universities, from which they learned much about the ancient country of China and gained a better understanding of its people.
Very nice. In China, you see these big training halls and big training centers because there's a lot of money going into it. There's a lot of interest, as opposed to in America, where I think Kung Fu and kickboxing have a very small or niche audience.
Training here with the Chinese athletes gives you uncontrollably an entirely new outlook on the sport.
The group traveled through modern cities such as Hong Kong, Beijing, and Shanghai. The group climbed 2 out of the 5 major mountains in China, including Shan and Yellow Mountain. For 3 weeks, they encountered many challenges and extreme conditions.
Tried to stay away from the weather.
During the trip, many learned from each other to be proactive and to seek real-life solutions instead of becoming each other's problems.
There's no point in complaining about trivial things that don't really matter. It's a group effort, and by going by that, we all know that the only way that we make it to the top is if everybody makes it to the top. So if one person doesn't make it, then really none of us make it.
Their shared experiences created synergy that motivated and inspired one another, enriching each other's lives as the journey progressed. On the journey, they meditated and learned to cultivate their minds, their bodies, and spirits.
We desire to be your energy as high as the universe. The chi as strong as the universe.
So, I'm going to try to challenge myself to get to the top this time. 8 years ago, I couldn't do it. But 8 years ago, I was 25 pounds heavier, and I didn't do a lot of cardio. Only a little further left. This is the hard part. Almost there. I'm going to make it.
Through the journey, they rediscovered their extensive natural abilities.
Congratulations, Susan.
Thank you, Sharon.
You made the trip hundreds or millions of people could not make.
Whether from climbing the mountaintop or training at the Shaolin temple.
You have people always want to make it, but they don't have the inner desire. They have external desire. I want that thing. I want to be a good person. But when it comes to action, it is more than just think of it. It is more than just say it. It's more than just want to do it. Wish it. The wish, it got to be step by step. You have to plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have the desire, the will, the constant will, the constant desire.
Most of the group members not only became more responsible in their own lives, but learned to help one another by cooperating and communicating with each other.
Mindy, are you going to do some practice, or you don't want to practice at all? Let me have a look. Just any form, anything you have to remember. Let me have a look. You get all too many accessories. You cannot practice like this. You have all kinds of cameras, things in your body. Whew, that's hard to practice. If you're serious, you need to be committed. I will. Without putting down your luggage, you cannot practice. Serious practice, because your mind is not there, and your physical is not there, and it's difficult to practice that way. What?
So may I just...
How old is Susan? Susan is 65 years old, and she always committed. Whenever it's time, she's ready.
The group went into places few foreigners had ever stepped into, not to mention participating in events rarely seen by even local Chinese people. They engaged in deep relationships with peasants and workers' families and other communities rarely seen in the West, including countryside life.
The street is supposedly about 1,000 years old.
Mindy, we have to go. Yes, we have to go now.
So another 20.
给他拿20块钱。moment. 再给他拿20块钱。
Come on, Mindy, come on.
Next time, if you do this again, you're not going anywhere anymore. Okay, understand?
The bathroom that they use barefoot is an atrocity. Talking, go ahead, right? You just go right around there. Right. Exactly. But these are happy kids, and look at where they're living. They've got no windows. They sleep on sticks. You know what I mean? It's just sad, and they wear the same clothes all week.
They came out of China with not only a better understanding of Chinese culture, but also the understanding that came from many unique, life-changing experiences.
One world, one dream.